Dude, first date experiences, absolutely. Like I do have an interesting story about that.
Okay.
So there was this girl that I was talking to in college, and she was a little bit, I guess, religiously minded. And her and we lined up on quite a few things. So I decided, hey, let's go over to her place. We're gonna watch a little movie, and I think that was the night where she was like, okay, I'm pretty interested in this guy, because I asked her, hey, do you mind if I take my guitar inside the house, and maybe we can try and play some music together. And the thing is, she also can sing as well. So her and we were singing some Taylor Swift, not to get corny or cheesy, but I do know some Taylor Swift songs. So a couple weeks goes by, and I decided to invite her out for dinner, going out a little bit more towards the Lancaster area. And I was like, hey, you want to go out and eat dinner over there? I'm like, and she's like, absolutely, even though it was a pretty decently long drive for her. I showed up in hoodie and jeans, and she showed up looking pretty good. She had like a Sunday dress on with a red scarf and whatnot. So we go on with this date, and I think about 40 minutes into the date, the conversation really wasn't going anywhere. She looks straight at me and she's like, I put some serious effort into the way that I dressed, and you are wearing like these jeans and a baggy
She
hoodie.
like called you out.
She legit
She was
called
like
me out.
she was like the fashion police on you.
Absolutely. Like, she legit called me out on the fact that I put absolutely no effort into that date.
Damn.
And ever since then, I was like, okay, I'm going to try and put a little bit more effort into how I look the next time I'm going out on the date. Because absolutely, presentation is a huge thing.
It's huge.
It's huge.
Did she not go on another date after that with you because of your presentation?
So that was actually the last time that we really talked. I mean, there was a couple of times where, in fact, I think the last text message that she sent to me was, "Hey, I saw your car roaming around town here," and I'm like, "Yeah, I wasn't exactly around town at that time." And that was like the last time we
awkward.
Did you end it with like a ...
Yeah,
my car hasn't around ...
Yeah, that's a tough one when she comes out your fashion and red scarf. That's like a movie outfit or costume or something.
Yeah.
Honestly, like, she looked she was really attractive. Like, she was, nice and slim, and she was also a blonde. Obviously, blondes have more fun. But she was really, really nice. And I mean, I try not to think about the fact, or I try not to think that maybe she could have been the one that got away. But I mean, maybe she could have been. I think she's married now.
Oh.
So, but either way, I don't think it was meant to be. So you live and learn.
Yeah, I mean, I have a first date story where the clothing was interesting. So I go on Tinder and meet this girl. Or this woman, we start talking. So we had to find a location that was kind of in the middle, and I ended up picking this German restaurant, not knowing what it was all about. And when I get to the restaurant, the waiter's wearing like lederhosen, I think it is. He was wearing like overall kind of clothing.
Yeah, like Oktoberfest kind of
Oktoberfest vibes. The women were wearing like Cinderella dresses, I believe.
Right.
And the woman, I meet her in the parking lot, is like 3 inches taller than me. I'm only 5'5", so she's like 5'8". And I was like, this is such a weird first date. Like, I'm not sexually attracted to this girl. The people working there are having more fun than me in their costumes. And yeah, I never like texted her back after the first date, and I think she got really mad that I never texted her back.
Oh no!
But
she said like an angry text a few days later.
I just never talked. I never sent another text, and I guess she read that as like, he's not gonna message me. But Yeah, first dates can be brutal, like you're saying. Like they can be some brutal experiences.
Yeah, I have one. This was like back in I think 2021, like a couple years ago, and I met up with a girl from Bumble, and we texted for a little bit. She seemed cool. She seemed cute. She was attractive. So we met up in like kind of like the nearest city to us, and we met up at like this kind of like outdoor bar. There was like an indoor bar, and there was kind of outdoor bar, and we just kind of met for dinner. And I kind of knew from her profile that she was vegan, but I didn't fully understand like how like she went about it and how she viewed people who ate meat. So we both order a drink, and the first like 5 minutes of the conversation are going well. There's some flirting, there's some back and forth. And then the waitress comes over like, oh, what would you guys like to eat? I let her go first. And then afterwards, I'm like, I'll have a dozen buffalo wings, and I'll have like this, like, I guess there was like bacon fries or whatever. And I ordered that. And the second I said buffalo wings, her whole...
Shame on you, brother.
Her whole like demeanor changed. Like it was crazy. Like basically she went from like smiling to like, it seemed like she was like angry, like looking across the table at me. And then like I started like talking. I was asking her a couple questions, and then she was giving like one or like 2-word answers, and it was just getting awkward. And I was just like sipping my beer and like eating my wings, and then like looking back up at her, and she was just like kind of like staring at me like pretty like angrily. And I was just like, after about 20 minutes, I then asked her, I was like, oh, so like what do you do? Like, and she's like, I own 2 vegan restaurants. And like she said it in such like a aggressive way, and I'm like, oh, that's really cool. Like, and then she starts like texting on her phone. I'm like, hey, is everything all right? And then she was like, yeah, no, I'm just the restaurants are closing soon. I'm just like checking in with my employees. And I was just like, all right, this is getting really awkward. So after about 40 minutes, I was like, hey, I got to go meet up with a friend. It was nice meeting you. And like she actually stood up, like we paid, and then like we left the restaurant, gave her like a quick hug. And then later on that night, she texts me saying like, hey, like, like I thought you were somebody else.
No.
I don't think we should talk anymore. I was like, this kind of like semi-long text. So I guess she was expecting to go on a date with another guy that looked like me, but that was like fully vegan. And then so that was crazy. And then like later on, I looked at her Instagram, and she's got like photos of herself at like these vegan protests, and she's going to farms, like with signs that say like "Save the cows" and
Holy
like
shit.
"Save the chickens,"
Holy
like
cow,
all
dude.
sorts of crazy shit. And I was like, look, I respect your, like, if you want to be vegan, that's totally fine, but like, I like buffalo wings. I like bacon.
Absolutely.
I like milk chocolate too much to ever go vegan.
She can't even
so
eat milk chocolate?
She can't even know. She doesn't even eat milk chocolate.
Wow.
No bacon, no butter. The whole 9 yards.
Could you imagine what your life would have been like if you shacked up with her?
It would be pure hell, man. She'd be like, yeah, we're having lentils and beans tonight. I'm like,
Oh.
fuck that, man.
Oh,
You would not be standing here like jacked the way you are. You'd be emaciated.
Dude, I would be like 140 pounds of skin and bones. Like, I need to, like, I love buffalo wings so much. Like, I need buffalo wings at least once a week. I need tacos once a week, and I need chocolate once a week. Like, I can't be just like eating rice and beans and lentils and like, fucking bullshit.
If you were dating her, you'd be like just like sneaking like a cheeseburger and like
in my pocket.
No, baby, there ain't no burger.
Hey, baby, look over there.
No, that ain't a burger. You smell like.
I'll tell you, you'd be very surprised. Like, there's some interesting vegan options out there. Like, there's some of those Morningstar burgers that actually taste pretty dang good. I am not defending veganism whatsoever, but we live in an interesting time where, like, if you want to eat something that partially resembles a burger, it pretty much tastes like a burger. The only thing is, look on those ingredients lists.
Dude, no, actually, so it's funny you mentioned that. We had like a corporate, like a company event like 2 years ago, and I tried one of the vegan like black bean burgers. It was the most disgusting pile of shit I've ever ate in my entire fucking life. It was so fucking bad, man. Like I ate like 2 bites, and I started to like like gag a little bit, and like my coworker was like, "You all right?" I'm like, "Dude, this is terrible." And she's like, "Yeah, I know. There's no regular burgers, it's just vegan burgers." I'm like, "Dude, like I try, like I said, I try like to eat a lot of fruit. I like to eat a good amount of veggies. I do my part to eat like, kind of eat a little bit less meat, but like I could never ever go full vegan, not even vegetarian." It's just never
Yeah.
gonna happen.
I don't think I've ever gone a day without eating meat of some kind, unless I was like, I don't know, starving myself.
You just
but-
feel better. Like you feel better when you eat meat.
yeah.
Like I don't feel good when I eat rice and beans and lentils. Like that's good for you. Like that's a healthy.
Yeah.
I guess that's healthy. You know, have some fruit with it. You know, have some whatever broccoli. But I don't know if I don't eat meat. If I skip my meat, man, I can't function.
Yeah, I don't believe humans were meant not to eat meat because, I mean, you just can't think without protein. If you eat a good breakfast, you just have a better day.
Yeah.
You have like on the weekends, you make yourself like eggs and bacon. You're just having a good Saturday.
Yeah.
100%. And then there's the argument that like some vegans will make, and like I respect it. Like if you're vegan, that's awesome, good for you. But then they'll say something like, "Oh, if you eat meat, like you don't care about the suffering and death of animals." I'm like, I guess I don't. Like
I really
guess I
don't.
don't.
I really don't.
Like, I love animals, but
Yeah.
I eat meat, so I guess I really don't
It's
care.
not like I'm eating dog over here. Like, I'm, if I do that, like, yeah, I'm an animal. But I mean, cows. I mean, I've been eating them since I was a little kid without any guilt. I'm not gonna start today feeling guilty about it.
Yeah.
You know.
Exactly.
Sorry, Moo Moo. I'm gonna fucking eat you.
Oh no.